No.
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 You have done no. No.
Seriously, I really
Kevin,
want to
no.
know. This is 5,000. I can't leave without letting you
No,
take this.
Kevin, I
He's
can't.
not safe.
After all you've done?
Don't even worry.
No. I'm not. I can't.
I was just walking down the street when I noticed a garden that looked completely forgotten. The grass was so overgrown it almost swallowed the pathway, like nobody had touched it in years. At first, I honestly thought the house was abandoned. But the moment I stepped inside, I froze. A 90-year-old woman was still living there all alone. When I asked her what happened, my heart sank. She told me she has no family left, no one to help her, no one to take care of the yard she once loved. As the years passed, the grass kept growing taller. Weeds took over the fence, dead leaves covered everything, and instead of helping, some neighbors complained. People even called the police on her because the lawn was too messy. She got fined over and over, simply because she became too old and weak to keep up with it. Then she looked at me quietly and said, "I'm sorry." "It looks terrible, doesn't it?" That broke me. I told her not to worry because today I was going to clean everything for free. The moment she heard that, tears filled her eyes. She thanked me over and over while I got to work. I cut down grass that had nearly reached my knees, ripped out weeds covering the fence, cleared trash, dead branches, rotten leaves, unclogged drains, trimmed every edge, and brought the whole yard back to life piece by piece. And every single time I finished another section, she would slowly walk outside just to look at it. She barely spoke. She just stood there silently crying. Near the end, she brought me a glass of water with shaking hands and whispered, "Something I'll never forget. It's been 10 years since I've seen my garden look this beautiful." That one sentence hit harder than anything else. I didn't take a single dollar from her. Because sometimes cleaning a yard isn't really about grass or weeds. Sometimes it's about giving someone back a piece of their life they thought was gone forever. But then something happened that changed everything. You see that fall? That's what I call instant karma. We had just arrived at another house to help clear weeds for free. The homeowner was Sarah, a single mom working 2 jobs after her husband left. She was doing everything she could just to keep her home. But the neglected yard became the perfect excuse for the HOA to target her. Fine after fine, piled up until the debt reached over $800. They even placed a lien on her house and were pushing her toward foreclosure. We were outside cleaning when Sarah was about to leave for work, and suddenly a woman stormed over screaming for us to stop. She yelled that only HOA-approved contractors were allowed to touch the landscaping. Then, in a moment nobody expected, she threw hot coffee at Sarah's car. Sarah panicked and tried to leave, but the woman chased after her and instantly took a brutal fall right in front of everyone. She jumped back up embarrassed, muttering curses under her breath before limping away. And that's when we learned the truth. The HOA president wasn't just some angry